welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. I'm having a pretty good day. I did just come back from doing my laundry in like 110-degree weather, which was not fun at all. I sweat in places that I didn't know you could sweat, and it was disturbing. But I did finish my laundry, came back home, took the world's longest shower, but now I'm happy, clean, and ready to film for you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 of my favorite little life tips. I don't really want to use the word hacks, but you know, just tips, helpful things to know that you probably might already know, but if you don't, that's great. Here you go. So my first tip is to avoid blue light, and by blue light, I mean the light that's emitted from your cell phone screen, computer screen, TV screen, things like that. The reason I do this is because, in case you didn't know, I do have a full-time editing job outside of YouTube, so I do video editing for like 8 hours there, and then I come home and I do even more editing for my YouTube. So I'm constantly looking at a screen and constantly being exposed to this blue light. So obviously that started to have a very bad effect on my eyes, and I started to get headaches and eye pain, and it was just a big mess. So I looked into it and I realized that I can download this completely free app. I'm not sponsored, by the way, just want to throw that out there. I just really love this app. So the app is called f.lux or f.lux, something like that. I will link it down below for you guys. It is completely free to download. But basically what this app does is it aligns itself with your GPS, and it finds out your sunset and sunrise times, like in your local area, and it automatically adjusts your blue light level depending on like what time it is outside. So if it's nighttime, it will adjust your screen to look more red instead of blue, because the blue light will interfere with your sleeping patterns. And let me tell you, this has saved me just, I don't even know how to put into words how much this has saved me. I constantly have this red light filter on my screen. I have it on my phone, I have it on my laptop, I have it on my computer at work, my computer at home, everywhere. I'm obsessed. I personally never really use that feature. I'll just manually turn it to the red side, because even if it's light outside, I'm still trying to avoid eye strain, so it makes no difference for me. But if you're trying to adjust your sleeping schedule, you're having issues with it and you want it to go back to normal, this app would probably be amazing for you. Even if you just have a similar job where you're constantly looking at the computer screen, I think this app would be very helpful for you. And it's free, so you know, try it. If you don't like it, you can just uninstall it. My next tip is to portion out your junk food treats, and by this I mean like when I'm sitting down watching TV or something, I'm a big mindless eater, so if I have like a bag of something, I will eat and eat and eat until I realize I finished the entire bag without realizing it, because I was so distracted watching TV, and I just sit there and mindlessly eat. From now on, every time I buy like a packet of something that's unhealthy, chips, you know, chocolate, whatever, I will kind of package them into little baggies and portion them out, so that every time I eat one, I don't have the rest of the bag to mindlessly eat. And this has helped me out immensely, because I'll usually be in that mindless state of mind, and then I get to the end of the bag and I'm like, wait, what the heck? I finished it already? Damn. And it's at that point that I realize I'm pretty satisfied with what I just ate. I don't really want any more. And if I did not pre-portion this, I probably would have eaten the entire bag completely unnecessarily. So 10 out of 10, recommend. I'm the kind of person that gets cold extremely easily, so I own many pairs of like fuzzy leggings and fuzzy sweaters and stuff like that. But the only downside to those is that with every wash, they get more and more of these little lint balls. It's just very annoying. You guys know exactly what I mean. They're so annoying. It's one of my pet peeves. I hate seeing those on my clothes. So my favorite way to get rid of them is to use a disposable razor and just kind of brush over all of those balls, and then at first it will look like it didn't really do much, but then you take a lint roller and then you brush it over the area that you just shaved. Even that sounds really weird. And that will get rid of all the little pieces of lint and leave your clothing looking very nice and clean. My next tip is to use YouTube and Google to your advantage. Now this may seem like common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people ask me ridiculously simple questions that they could easily look up on Google or YouTube and find an answer for, instead of just asking a random person who knows nothing about this topic. You know, it just doesn't really make sense. Now my parents kind of make fun of me for this because I do research on everything. If I'm doing something, like if I'm going to do laundry for the first time, or if I'm gonna go buy a car for the first time, or if I'm learning how to put gas in my car or something like that, I will research the hell out of it because I'm like convinced that there must be an easy way to do this, or like the best way to do this that I'm probably not aware of because I don't know anything about this. I just feel like there's a lot of valuable information and advice on the internet that if a lot more people took advantage of, they'd be in much better places in their life, you know, like financial, work, relationships, anything. I guarantee you there's a tutorial for almost anything you want to do in life on YouTube, or there's an article about it on Google. So definitely use your common sense and don't just blindly follow any advice that you see on the internet. But I really think if you pay attention and take more advantage of using those, you'll find much better and easier ways to do things in life that kind of, you know, you want to improve on. And the last little tip that I just want to throw in there because it's saved my life so many times is to use a hair straightener to iron your clothes. This is especially helpful when you're in a rush or you have no access to an iron. I cannot explain to you how many times I've ironed a shirt and then sat down in it, got back up, and it's completely covered in creases. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I'm always so careful, but it happens every time. And then by the time I'm like ready to leave the door, all of my shirt is completely creased again. So usually what I'll do is kind of take the hair straightener and like quickly run it through the clothes a few times. Make sure you don't burn it. Don't just hold it there for no reason for a really long time because that would be stupid. But it does do a really good job of getting rid of any small creases because it does pretty much the same thing as an iron does, but you know, it's way more convenient. So that is all my tips for today's video. Again, I just want to mention that these are just things that I find helpful and that have helped me and the ones that I've been using the most. If you guys like these kind of videos, then let me know because I have plenty more. I don't know what that was. Let's just throw this back there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already because that would make my day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!
You really wanna be famous, you really wanna be a superstar, you really wanna get famous, you even know what the movies are, because I am shameless, and really wanna win cameras are, look around everything changes, it feels like I've been buried alive. Everybody,